obviously. So that's disappointing. We definitely tell them that's gone the wrong way. Very, very unfortunate. Excuse the pun with John Very being the driver. But that's 2 DNFs, and they won't be happy with that, KV.
Really going to have to sort that one out, unfortunately. But look, that's what it's all about. You've got to get the rotation right. It's fairly obvious.
Yeah, well,
sorry, mate. I think that we're going to find that with 2 rotational errors, that's really going to knock the confidence out of them, because now when they get into those areas where they've been making those mistakes, they're going to have a hesitation.
Yeah, that's dead right, mate. But thankfully, we have got the lunch break to back that up between the time they next get on the track. So. Let's hope that they can have a big debrief. They'll look at the GoPro footage on the boat, of course, and reassess what they're doing wrong as we see
Bryce and Kylie Barron out on track, out on Masterton. Bryce Barron, first qualifying run was a little bit how you go, and the second one was a little bit the same. The third one looks pretty good. Oh, there was a bit of a hesitation in there. He nearly went to the far side of the track. Nearly kept going right down back towards commentary. Oh, geez, I tell you what, he's driven very wide out of that hairpin, manages to drag the boat back, and it carries on with this lap.
That's dead right, but look at them come through. They're very, very cautious, like you say, KV, but they come back through the centre of the track. This is going to be a good time. All they've got to do is take this nice and easy as they come through the sweeper. Oh, look at the pristine effort. This is going to be okay for these guys. A 43.941 for Bryce and Kylie Barron.
I just want to point out where Bryce Barron and Kylie are right now. There's a little bit of crosswash coming through that area, and as they're coming down through that area into the final sweeper down here that we're calling the PSP sweeper and across the line to pick up the time, have a look there, ladies and gentlemen. You'll see the boats bobble a little bit there. What that'll do is give the drivers a little bit of moment, and they'll be worried that the boat is going to step out or step in. By that I mean just take the line out, and as they're coming in there at speed, they'll be starting to worry big time about it. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out as the day wears on.
Yeah, and they'll know that too, KV. They would have picked that up because they could feel that in the boat, that it's rocking and it's not sitting pretty, so they would have picked that up. But of course, well, if they've picked it up, let's hope that the rest of the field's picked it up. But if they haven't, that's for them to work out, right? It's for them to know and the others to find out pretty damn quickly.
Well, we're now into qualifying round number 4, so you can see all the water. It's interesting having a look down from where we are in commentary. You can see all the water on the bows of these boats, so it really makes it very, very difficult indeed. We've got a tyre in the water being plucked out by the rescue crew. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've just arrived, there are toilets right up the end from the hillside of where you're sitting past the food vans. There's a heap of portaloos up there, so that's where you've been wondering where they are. That's exactly where they are. So qualifying round number 4 at the moment here at the Professionals Real Estate Aqua Track Waitra.
What a great track it is too, KV. Great little town, Waitra. I know you've obviously been here a few times to New Plymouth, so you're staying up at Uranui, right? Is that right?
Yeah, mate, just staying out there at Uranui, and well, we're out yesterday having a look at some motorbike riding out, motorbike racing just out past Uranui. That was quite exciting, something I'd never seen before, the Chundi Hundi or whatever they call it. Quite an exciting thing. We won't go too much about that one because it was an interesting day of motorbike racing, exciting. But Sam Tweedy in the dilemma now. And so, and Flick Bates doing the navigational duties. So Sam Tweedy, this is an eagle hull. You can see by the eyes in the bow of this boat. And if we were to race under lights, they put lights in there, so it looks like eyes. They look fantastic, but of course, this is a day event. Sam Tweedy has been backing off every time into that hairpin, and I don't think he's losing much time by taking that approach.
Did you notice, though, that do you think that by backing off, they looked like he collected a couple of tyres on the way through, so that may be quite tight, just try and swing around there. I don't know, KV, but it's certainly making things interesting.
I think that what's happening is as they're hitting that hairpin, we've got the bit of the washing machine effect up there. So it's just unsettling the boat at a lower speed. So Sam Tweedy and Felicity Bates across the line with a 46.144. So on the hairpin, with that washing machine effect that's as they turn left into that hairpin, the slower boat speed will react a lot more to the waves being created in the washing machine. The faster boats won't be reacting as badly, but we will keep an eye on it, because as we saw Ruben Hoxima in the Unlimited boats, ran too wide up. We saw Scotty Donald in the Unlimited, he parked it up at the against the silage bales here. So hairpins, mate, always the money corner on any rotation. Chris Rasmussen into Benham, Ollie Sutherland for the Professionals Real Estate.
Yeah, of course, these guys chasing the Beaver Reliever really hard, KV, and they're all great mates, of course. They'll be taking this pretty seriously today, being their home track here at Waitra. And look at the pristine angles these guys are taking. Like you say, look there, and they just take it nice and smooth as they come past the pork chop there, heading up to the top of the course into the Lucas Oils bend. Oh, look at these guys, consummate professionals, these two, KB.
Yeah, from Professionals Real Estate. Not only can he do you a good deal on real estate, he's doing himself a great deal on the water here at the Professionals Real Estate Aqua Track. Plenty of pace. Oh, knifed it into the PSP sweeper across the line with a 41.269, 41.269. And some 1.3 seconds quicker than Bryce Barron, currently sitting in P2 at the moment, Group B, qualifying round number 4.
Yeah, no, great run from the currently sitting second, of course, Chris and Holly there. So we'll see what Sam Gray and Mike Allen can put out on the track. They come out in their the Recession boat with the Stinger hull. It's 500 horse with a 406 Chevy engine with a Scott 8.25 cubic inch jet unit. Were you impressed with those figures, Katie?
Mate, I tell you what, straight off the top of your head as well,
Yep,
Slim. Just
absolutely right.
amazing. I thought the only thing coming off the top of your head was your hair.
Speaking of hair, mate, you've had a haircut. You look smart.
No, I washed my hair.
Oh, is that what it was? Jeez, don't wash your beard, though. Don't wash your beard.
It was a different shampoo.
Oh.
So, Mike Allen and Sam Gray. So Mike obviously doing the navigational duty. Sam Gray, he's been watching the driver there. A few people, these guys would have had a good chat about the way in which to attack that hairpin. And we are going to go on about that hairpin because it is the money corner here today, as well as that left-right combination. They've got around there very nicely. This boat, not the quickest of the Group B boats, but certainly an older style hull. You can see how the boat sits very, very high out of the water. And Mike Allen and Sam Gray across the line there with a 46.396. Slot himself into P4 for this qualifying round.
Yeah, that's not a bad run for them, but interesting, KV. We'll pick up, though, like you mentioned, that washing machine effect, folks. So just watch the next boat that come out. When they go through there, have a look at what they leave behind, because they certainly pick it up as they come back, and it is going to be quite... it's the Beaver Reliever, so keep a pretty good eye on these guys, the current leaders of the championship. But you have a look at what they leave behind, because that's what they get caught up with, and that's going to make things interesting. The faster they try and go, the bigger the mess, Katie.
Yeah, it's quite an interesting... you've got two aspects of that as well, Slim. Sometimes the bigger the wake is coming out of the slower the boat goes, the more displacement that the boat is putting out, therefore the bigger wake. So it is an interesting thing, because sometimes the faster the speed, the water is a lot more violent, bouncing off the tyres and coming back into the race course. So it's 6 to 1, half dozen the other in the true spectrum of things. But look, Carl Weaver leading the way in the charge in the overall championship for this Group B category. And he's gone the wrong way.
No.
Big moment of hesitation. Now they've got to work it out. So Carl and Jay will be sitting there saying, right, where did we get it wrong? Now they need to carry further back up. That is back on rotation proper. So they did work it out. And of course, throwing a lot more time at this run. And Carl just eased across the line there with a 53.334.
Oh, no, mate, we haven't seen that. I think that's probably one of the only times they've gone the wrong way the whole year. So we knew that coming into Waitra it was going to be a very technical track, and it's proving to throw some demons out for a few of these drivers.
And when you have the target on your back as the championship leader, as much as you try to ignore the additional pressure that is put on, it is always in the back of your mind. And as soon as the pressure gets in there, sometimes the release valve goes bang, and the pressure just becomes too much. So it will be Daniel Reed, Jasmine Webster, and well, they got it wrong way last time out as well. But this new engine rebuild that they have had over the last last month or two has been doing well. I saw the testing out on the lake the other day, and well, probably not at full speed at the moment, there is no doubt about that, but he is just trying to find these lines and getting that rotation sorted out. It's qualifying for, you have to get it right. Oh, geez, he just snuck in around that right-hander on the exit to the hairpin by the hair of his chinny chin chin.
He sure did. Now take a look at that washback. They're still sort of lying back there as they come through. Even just as they come through where they are now, there's still a lot of waves, or a lot of wash, coming through there. And he's not going to pick anything up as he puts his foot down as he comes down the back past the bank into the PSP run to home to pick up a
44.718, got one in the bag.
Yeah, but he's over the line. At least he's finished, so
That's
he's got
right.
a time, right?
Won last year's championship. Geez, they've got a little way to go if they want to be stepping on the podium at the end of this year.
They sure have, mate. Caught up with them earlier on today, and one of the questions I asked them, were you happy with where you're sitting? And both of them just shook to me and said, Slim, what a stupid question to ask. We're sitting third.
You're lucky they didn't give you a slap upside your face, mate.
No, Tim did have to hold Debbie back, so that's okay.
That's right.
But no, one NZ on the side of the boat, of course, you get to carry that for the year. But that also becomes a target, like you say, KV, and all the boats are out to get that on the side of their boats as well. So we'll look to watch these guys now. Tim has a very bad habit of backing off when the press is on, when he comes into a tight corner. We saw in that last run, though, that he kept the hammer down as he's doing now. Fantastic run from these two so far. Guy, look at that, picks up that crosswash as he comes back through the centre of the course. KV, these guys are out and they mean business today, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's picking a lot better lines this time than his last race. Oh, that's a terrible line as I talked him into the left and right hander in the middle part of the track. He's been doing very well, but keeping the boat in the centre of the course, starting to run a bit on the ragged edge, but across the line at a 42.504 into P2. So Chris Rasmussen, Tim Edhouse, Bryce Barron, Daniel Reid, Sam Tweedy and Sam Gray make up the top six qualifying round number 4 of the Group B category. We will reset our clocks and get set to go qualifying round number 4 in the Lucas Oils Group A.
Yeah, here comes that fancy coloured boat made of the violent tendencies